Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Hopefully you can hear me because it's quite windy. The weather is awful at the moment. It's windy, it's raining, it feels really wet. It's just grim to be honest. But things are looking up because we're going to a show! Yes! Oh, I really don't think you're going to be able to hear me. I think I'm going to catch up with you guys when I'm in the shed. Okay, so we're going to a show today. It's actually only the second show that I've gone to this year. I've had a bit of a slow start. I think it's because I've had a lot of young horses in work. Khal is kind of the only older horse, and even him, I just found him a little bit weak. I felt like he needed, just to get in better condition before I started competing him properly. So I do feel like he's in a much better place. He also got his SI injected a month ago, but it's a 30-day withdrawal time on competing, so I had to wait for that to be up. But we are now, flying. He feels really, really good. So fingers crossed today goes well. Today is a league show, which means it's not like a big Grand Prix show or anything, but we are jumping the 1.35 meters. So it's the same height, or similar, a little bit smaller than the Grand Prix, but it'll be a more simple course. So it's perfect to get my eye back in, practice jumping some courses, get his course fitness up. And then the plan is to head to our first little kind of Grand Prix of the year in 2 weeks time. So that's the plan for him. Hopefully today goes well. I am here on my own because Dad was going to go with me, but he ended up having a meeting, so we're going solo. And basically you're only going to see this if I manage to find someone to video my round at the show, because I don't know anyone there. I looked at the start list and I don't know anyone. So annoying. So hopefully someone will video and I can show you our rounds. But for now, Khal has had a bath, which I'll show you a little clip from. Oh, Khal says, I am not impressed by this bath, but it's slightly better because now we have warm water. Oh, Khal, this is game changer, isn't it? Having warm water to bath them. Good boy. All right, time to rinse you off, little man. Somehow I seem to end up with more water on me than the horse. I don't know how this happens, but anyway, we're gonna stick a rug on him. Come on, Mr. Man, we'll get your rug on. Good boy. Good boy. Mackie have come out with this, like their version of a dry rug, and it's so cozy for them, like with the neck and everything. I think it's absolutely perfect. So I'm gonna let him stand in here under the heat lamps, and I'm gonna brush out his tail, and then once he's dry, we'll probably head on. Oh, except look, it's gonna be raining today. I don't know, I was kind of like, do I bother washing him? But I think it is worth it. And I've cleaned all my tack. I'm just going to pack the horse box now. It's here. My gorgeous overlander, I love her so much. Now, I have actually been driving this horse box quite a lot. We've been going to lessons, bringing horses to the vets, to the gallops, all sorts of things. So she's been hard at work behind the scenes, but this is, only our second show. So I'm so excited. I was actually a little bit nervous. Also, a little bit nervous. What? Crazy. I think when you haven't done something in ages, it's just like I think I get nervous about getting there on time. And then once I'm there, I'm like, we're good. As long as I'm not late, then that stresses me out. I hate being late. So speaking of being late, I better get going. And I'm going to pack the horse box, get Khal, load up, we'll go. Now, the only problem is the weather. So what it keeps doing is it'll lash rain and then blue skies. Lash rain, blue skies. And all the while it's quite windy. So I could be riding in like actual lashing rain or blue skies. I'm not wearing white jodhpurs. Girl, white jodhpurs in the rain, when it's not, and it's, like a more casual show, I ain't doing it to myself. So I'm not doing it to you guys either. Fingers crossed for some blue skies. There's the little boy in his dry rug. I think I actually might travel him in this rug, because it means that if we get rained on and he gets all wet, it means that you'll be, have a nice rug to dry you off. Also, he really needs a clip. Look how hairy he is. He's like a hairy pony, aren't you? So I might just have a little look, make sure his mane's like an afro. Perfect. And then just give him one quick flick over, but I've just washed him, so he's nice and clean. And we'll put his travel boots on. And then we'll hit the road. Good boy. Yeah, you're good. Oh, so Khal is the only horse that has a halter with his name on it, which I think says everything you need to know about if we have favorites over here. Do we have favorites?
Maybe.
Yes, little boy. See, now it's blue skies and sunny, but don't let it fool you. It was raining a second ago. Good boy. Yeah, you got some hay there. And I'll see you at the show. Good boy. All right, as I said, it's now sunny. So hopefully this lasts a bit longer. But we're all loaded up and I'm gonna hit the road. We're heading to Mullingar, which is our local venue, so it's super handy. Yeah, got the overlander. Drives like a dream, guys. Khal's saying hurry up. Okay, we'll listen to him. Let's go. Alrighty, we're here now. There's 10 left in the class before me, which is perfect. So I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna learn my course, and then we're gonna get ready. And there's only like 11 in my class, so we don't have much time. But I do think a few people have more than one horse, which gives me more time to walk the course, tack up, warm up. And hopefully I just find someone that I can just warm up with and steal their jumps. That's the plan. Anyway, I'll show you the arena. They also extended the warm-up arena, so it's even bigger and it looks really, really good. So I'm excited to see it. It's my first time riding in the new warm-up. Look at the size of that warm-up. Also, why is no one warming up? There's 10 people left. They're nowhere to be found. We are so lucky to have this place 15 minutes from our house. Although look at that big cloud. That's about to rain. Yeah, oh, they have an open water today. Am I going to jump the open water or the vertical? I'm not sure. Alright, Callie boy. Oh, you're so shiny after your bath. You look great. Oh, you look really good. Well done. What a show. It's been a while. Hello, it is time to have a little voiceover. This is my first round. This is the 130. So as you can see, I get a nice big canter going. He was actually a little bit spooky, you know, just did have to brush off a few cobwebs. The first line was a vertical 9 strides to an oxer. We're so lucky with this like huge big arena. You can really get a good canter going, and yeah, we're just so lucky. I love riding this arena. Then it's a bending line, a vertical 8 strides to a double. I wanted to move up on the 8 so I could be slightly quiet and didn't have to ride really strong into the double. So that came out really, really well. And then I actually completely forgot where the next jump was. It was a really tight turn and I kind of rode past the turn, and then I had to, you know, give it a good strong ride to get him. That was totally my fault. And then I think it was 9 strides down to that vertical. Then roll back and over a double, and then 5 strides to this oxer, and the 5 strides came up a little bit short. Now, one thing I would definitely like to be better is our adjustability. When I ask him to wait, there's always a little bit of a fight, and then he softens. I want it to be immediate, and I want him to be softer over his back when he shortens, as opposed to, you know, fighting a little bit with his head up. Here I come down to this oxer, and he just kind of backs off and lands on the back bar a little bit. Not really sure what he looked at there. But then we come around to this final line. It's an oxer, 6 strides to the last fence. And you can see there he spooks, and you'll see in 1 second what he was spooking at. Yep, that whole jump fell down. He had a big spook, bless him. But he was a very good boy. Just lovely. So then I stood around in the rain for about an hour, and then it was finally time to go in the 135. I make a really silly mistake in this round. So as before, it's 9 strides to this down this first line. He's feeling good, trying to get the canter going. I do feel like there's less energy in the canter in this round. He's getting a little bit tired, but we need to build our fitness to get that bit better. Then, as I said before, this was 8 strides, and I just kind of locked onto the wrong stride pattern and ended up on 9, which was quite annoying, but I just had to give a lot of leg in the double, and he jumped out very nicely, so I'm very proud of him. But they're just kind of mistakes I just cannot make at a higher level. Then we had got a nice shot. I didn't forget about the line this time. Also, I forgot to say, but I didn't do the water in the round, but then straight after my round I circled back and jumped the open water, and he jumped it perfectly, so I was really happy. They're quite relaxed on a midweek league show that you could kind of just do that after your round. It's such a great schooling opportunity riding here. I think there's a raindrop on the camera, which is why it's gone a bit like cloudy, but yeah, other than that it was good. Again, as I just said, like when our issue is that when he gets a bit tired, I have to rise stronger, but then he kind of just goes flat as opposed to putting energy into the canter. So I actually had a lesson on him the day after this, today, and we really worked on that, so that was good, and worked on the shortening and getting him soft and get the engine still going. So I think we have lots to work on. It was definitely beneficial to go. This is where I circle back to do the open water, but the lady is obviously like, what the hell is she doing? And she just misses it. But he was good anyway, so that's good. Oh, a little bit of grass for the good boy. Yeah, the sun's out now again. So have a little graze before we go home. My phone is almost out of battery, so I wasn't able to do much videoing other than just my rounds. But yes, happy with him. The second round's much better, I felt. Although I did add a stride to the double, which was so annoying and so silly. I have no idea why I did that. I was coming and I was like, God, this is feeling really short. And then I realised it was because I was on one extra. That's why it felt short. But yeah, he was a very good boy. It's also about getting his fitness, but he felt good at the end of the second round as he felt at the start of the first round, which is a good sign for his fitness. He's not the most blood horse in the world, so we always need to be super fit. But he was a very good boy despite the rain. And can I also say, how kind are people? Like, I was asking people to video, and then like this lovely girl came and offered in the pouring rain to do the jumps for me in the 135 because I was getting off and on him to put up the jumps, and she just came over. She's like, can I help you? And I was like, you are an angel in the rain as well. Yeah, I'm absolutely soaked now. I'm glad I wore the dark jumpers, but very happy, very worthwhile. So we'll bring him home now. Short-ish day, kind of. There's not many in the classes, but a lot of people have 2 or 3 horses, so it just takes a while to get through everyone. But yeah, home now. I have 2 horses to ride, just young ones, and that'll be it for the day. He's doing a wee. That's lovely. So I will love you and leave you guys, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Oh, I shouldn't get you peeing. That's so rude.